Rivalries are the lifeblood of sports. They drive athletes to push beyond their limits, fuel fan passions, and create moments that last a lifetime. Today we dive into the world of sport's greatest rivalries, battles that have captivated millions, defined careers, and made history. From the tennis courts to the football field, from the basketball court to the boxing ring, let's relive the intensity, the drama, and the pure competitive spirit of the greatest rivalries in sports history. Our first rivalry takes us back to the late 90s and early 2000s in Major League Baseball, where pitcher Roger Clemens and catcher Mike Piazza clashed in one of the most intense player rivalries ever. This wasn't just about two great players on opposite teams. It was personal. It all escalated during the 2000 World Series when Clemens, known for his fiery temper and dominant pitching, hurled a broken bat towards Piazza in what became one of the most infamous moments in baseball history. Their rivalry was a classic example of how personal grudges can spill over into the game, creating unforgettable drama. Next up, a rivalry that wasn't just about two players on opposing teams, but two legendary quarterbacks on the same team. Joe Montana and Steve Young were both Hall of Famers, both with Super Bowl rings. But there was only room for one starting quarterback on the San Francisco 49ers. Montana, the established superstar, and Young, the hungry backup eager to prove himself, created a tension-filled environment that kept fans on edge. When Montana was injured, Young seized his opportunity, leading to a quarterback controversy that lasted for years. It was a rivalry fueled by competition and respect, and one that ultimately pushed both players to greatness. Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, two of the most dominant forces in NBA history. Together, they were unstoppable, leading the Los Angeles Lakers to 3 consecutive championships. But beneath the surface, their relationship was anything but harmonious. Kobe's relentless work ethic and Shaq's larger-than-life personality often clashed, leading to one of the most well-known internal rivalries in sports. Their differences ultimately led to Shaq's departure from the Lakers, but not before they'd secured their legacy as one of the greatest duos in NBA history. Their rivalry showed that even teammates can be rivals when it comes to being the best. In women's tennis. In the world of boxing, there is no rivalry more legendary than Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. Their 3 epic bouts are etched in the annals of sports history, not just for the incredible displays of skill and endurance, but for the sheer animosity and respect between the two fighters. Ali, with his unmatched charisma and quick wit, versus Frazier, the relentless and powerful underdog. Their first encounter, billed as the fight of the century, set the stage for a rivalry that would culminate in the Thriller in Manila, a brutal fight that pushed both men to their absolute limits. Their rivalry transcended boxing, symbolizing the cultural and social upheavals of the time. Moving to the tennis court, the rivalry between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal is arguably the greatest in the sport's history. Federer with his elegant, effortless style versus Nadal with his relentless physical play. Their contrasting approaches made every match a must-watch. From the epic 5-set battle at Wimbledon in 2008, often regarded as the greatest match ever played, to their countless Grand Slam finals, Federer and Nadal pushed each other to new heights, setting records that may never be broken. Their rivalry was defined by mutual respect and admiration, making it a testament to sportsmanship as much as competition. In the NFL, no quarterback rivalry has been more captivating than Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning. For over a decade, these two future Hall of Famers faced off in some of the most high-stakes games in football history. Brady, with his cool demeanor and unmatched post-season success, versus Manning, a cerebral tactician with a penchant for rewriting the record books. Their battles, particularly in the playoffs, were chess matches of the highest order, often deciding who would advance to the Super Bowl. Their rivalry, marked by respect and competition, elevated the NFL to new heights. The world of figure skating was forever changed by the rivalry between Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. This rivalry took a dark turn leading up to the 1994 Winter Olympics, when Harding was implicated in an attack on Kerrigan, orchestrated by her ex-husband. The incident shocked the world and turned the sport into front-page news. Harding, known for her powerful skating and controversial personality, versus Kerrigan, the elegant and favoured champion. Their rivalry became media spectacle, overshadowing the sport itself. The drama of their story remains one of the most infamous episodes in sports history. In the late 80s and early 90s, the NBA's fiercest rivalry was between Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas. This was more than just a clash between two superstars. It was a battle between the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons, known as the Bad Boys. Thomas and the Pistons, with their physical, no-holds-barred style, had Jordan and the Bulls' number for years, employing the infamous Jordan rules to stymie his game. But Jordan's relentless drive eventually led him to overcome Thomas and the Pistons, cementing his legacy as the greatest of all time. Their rivalry was intense, bitter, and filled with unforgettable moments. Before we unveil our number one rivalry, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. Finally, we arrive at perhaps the most debated rivalry in modern sports, Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lionel Messi. For over a decade, these two football icons have dominated the global stage, setting records, winning countless awards, and inspiring legions of fans. Ronaldo, with his physical prowess, aerial ability, and sheer determination, versus Messi, with his magical dribbling, vision, and innate football genius. Their rivalry has defined an era of football. Whether it's in El Clasico, the Champions League, or on the international stage, the debate over who is the greatest continues to rage on, with no clear answer in sight. What's undeniable is that their rivalry has pushed each to achieve greatness, making the beautiful game even more beautiful. These rivalries have not only entertained us, but have also shaped the sports we love. They remind us that in competition, greatness is often forged in the fires of rivalry. So whether it's on the field, the court, the ring, or the ice, we celebrate these legendary battles and the indelible mark they've left on sports history. Now let us know in the comments, which rivalry is your favorite? Is there another one you would add to the list? Until next time, keep the competitive spirit alive.